It's Pondemonium time, baby. Pondemonium started as a pond tour. We've been doing pond tours since 1993-ish, I believe, before I even started working at Aquascape. And the pond tour was a way for the public to come out and see the work that we've been doing. So contractors started coming in, looking at our projects and asking a ton of questions. And then a light bulb goes off in the pond guy's head and said, you know what? Instead of it just being a pond tour, let's make it Pondemonium. Invite contractors in from all over the country, different parts of the world, to come do a 1 to 2 day training class. Well, now it's grown into much more than a few contractors. I believe this year we had 600 plus contractors from all over the world. And they come in for the pond tour because we can't get rid of the pond tour. The pond tour is an inspirational couple days where they can come out and just get design ideas, building techniques, so on and so on. The rest of the time is classrooms and inspirational speakers, and we do everything from how to run a maintenance division, how to run a successful business. We do an awards ceremony. This year's keynote speaker was none other than Forrest Galante, who did an unbelievable interview with Ed and Greg and just kind of his journey and how he grew through his passion of just being outside in the wilderness. Greg does a keynote. I always love Greg's keynote. This year was no exception. It's just a bunch of business, learning, networking, everybody getting involved, sharing best practices. We had a regional competition with contractors from, again, all over the world competing for who was gonna be the best regional team of the year. That's gonna be an awesome, awesome video that we're gonna show you guys sometime in the near future. Ed and I had designed a water feature out front. Let's go show you some of the stuff that we created. Want to take you through really a journey of that water feature we built up front. So unique and so different. Come on, guys. I'm going to show you one kick-ass water feature.
This is awesome. It's going to be my favorite day at Pondemonium because you are guests in our home at Aqualand. And by the way, how are you liking my legs? Number one thing I want to get out of today is a sense of community. So if you're walking past somebody, give them a high five, shake their hands, especially the regional pride, because we're trying to build that up today. I'm going to be hanging out in my office if you just want to kick back and talk. This is your day.
It's Pondemonium time, baby. So much fun. We're here at the advanced build.
We need keys to your truck. Are they in it?
They're in it.
Okay, good.
I'm here with Ed Ballou. It's Ed Ballou's birthday. He's 77 years old. Like, he looks pretty good, right?
Spry. I'm ready to go.
We've got about 100 contractors out here, maybe 100,
Right, yeah.
100 plus, maybe 150 contractors out here. What would Greg say, herding cats?
Yeah,
At
pretty
this
much.
point,
I
yeah.
think
But
it's
they're
good.
good cats. They're like trained cats.
No, these are feral
Yeah,
cats.
these are feral.
You cannot control these things.
This is something the two of us have been dreaming about doing for a long time.
2008.
And it's coming together, right? So we're gonna get this thing up and running. And when I say up and running, not just running, but like the landscape, the mulch, the lights, everything's gonna be done today, especially with this many feral cats.
right, so how many people think the 38-year-old world traveler discovered 8 new extinct species, held 6 underwater spear diving world records, is going to take this as competition?
2 people. That's it. I'll screw the rest of you.
How many think the 54-year-old former world record holder that hasn't done this since 2019 is going to take the record?
I vote for Greg. Let's go, Greg. Let's go, baby. Go, clap him up. Let's go.
Old man muscle!
It's 2:30. We thought we'd be done like around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm guessing we're gonna be right on schedule. Like, plants are in on this side, over in here. They're even getting overly creative over here, drilling holes through rocks. I'm guessing somebody okayed that. What's done is done. Pumps are in, plumbing's done. It's all detail work at this point. We should have this thing fired up in about an hour, hour and a half. I will tell you this. This is my biggest worry, because both of our visions was for this thing just to have like this drip of water here, a little drip of water here, a little drip of water over there. Like you were driving through the mountains and you saw the glacier deposit, I don't know, like fluvial something. I think there's a possibility we turn this on and you guys are gonna be like,
I hope that.
right? So we did put 2 pumps on. Let's see what's let's see what one looks like. Let's just turn it on. Should we do a happy birthday to Ed again?
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ed. Happy birthday to you.
Cheers, cheers,
Treat the camp.
Yeah, we can't even tell.
Original
originally thought. We still can adjust the water flow. I am liking actually the look so far. This is starting to come together over here, which is good. We have not adjusted any of the valves at this point.
Like NASCAR. What is coming around
Watch
the corner?
this, it's coming.
This has been something that Ed Ballou and I have been thinking about since the birth of this giant feature behind me. Our big signature pond with the 10-foot high waterfall and the grotto and the jumping rocks, our big epic showcase swim pond. Every time I walk in here, I always think of this giant bouldery wall that we have in here and how it was to look like a road was almost cut through a rock mountain, and how if you cut a road through a rock mountain, what would that look like on the other side? And so I wanted to try to recreate that on the other side of this big berm over here. So not only were we gonna have a complimentary berm, but I wanted to create kind of these weepy little waterfalls, and we did just that. It turned out awesome. So like every water feature, we start someplace, it's with an idea, and then how do we execute that? Very first thing we have to do is dig a giant reservoir. Now we went with a 6,000 gallon reservoir. That's 200 some aqua blocks put down in here. The reason I went with such a large reservoir is, for me, this was to be winter running. And then we start setting boulders. Now, setting boulders on this one was pretty tricky because some of these boulders almost weighed 20,000 pounds a piece. A lot of them were in that 13,000, 15,000. There was a couple in there that were very difficult for us to even get off of the truck. I actually hand-picked all these. We worked with Semco Stone out of Missouri. One of the rocks in particular was my favorite. We named it Table Rock because it literally looks like a big table. There's a natural undercut ledge all the way around the thing, and I knew exactly what I was gonna do with that rock as soon as it got here, and we were just gonna have water just kind of drip all the way off of it. Other ones were just big and long, other ones were nice and craggy. It was exactly what we were looking for to create this. And we also treated this just like any other waterfall. I set one rock and allow my vision to adapt. Once I've set that rock, then we say, okay, let's set this rock, then we'll set this rock, and our vision adapts again. Every single time we set a rock, our vision is adapting and changing and working to how do we make rocks complement the next rock? How do we hide joints? How do we get water to come through different areas? That's the fun part, that's the magic part. But there was a lot going into this. The other challenge with a big project like this is it's really one rock at a time. I can't have 3 guys out or 3 different crews out here working on this. So we got an enormous amount of the prep work done before everybody came in for Pandemonium. And we had to because some of the days we were only setting 3 rocks. It's very time consuming when setting these big boulders with the large machines. How are we gonna place them, leveling it off? The other challenging part of this project was the plumbing. How do I take a single pump and run it to 9 different areas? Guessing the water volume was really tricky too, because what I was so concerned about, and this is something you guys are gonna have to share with me, I wanted just little drips kind of coming through every place. I was worried that if I set it up with little drips, was it gonna look like it was broken? Were people gonna be like, hey, your pump is off or your pump's not working? And that's actually the look I was going for, is just kind of little drips in between the rocks. So we threw a party pump on there, a secondary pump so we could up the flow. Guess what everybody wanted? They wanted more water. So we've got it running pretty fast right now, faster than I would normally run it, but you guys will have to tell me what you like the most about it. Anyways, it's an awesome project. It's been something I've been dreaming of doing for 15 plus years. We needed something to do for Pandemonium. It was the perfect time. If you guys ever get a chance to come out here, make sure you come out, see our newest feature at Aquascape. It's just gonna look better and better. Hopefully you loved this year's Pandemonium video. It's so much work, but it's so worth it, and every year becomes so much more memorable than the last. We'll see you soon. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in a couple weeks. Bye.